What a finish! Argentina are through to the FIFA World Cup semifinals after defeating Switzerland 3-1 after extra time in a thrilling quarterfinal clash. For those who missed the match, here's a quick recap. Alexis McAllister gave Argentina the lead in the 10th minute, but Switzerland fought back as Dan Ndoye found the equalizer in the 67th minute, sending the match into extra time. With penalties looming, Julian Álvarez fired Argentina back in front in the 112th minute before Lautaro Martinez sealed the victory deep into stoppage time of extra time in the 120-plus first minute. After the match, Lionel Messi praised Julián Álvarez's sensational extra time winner against Switzerland. He said, "That wasn't just a goal, that was a moment that will live forever in Argentina." When Julian struck that ball, the entire bench exploded. We all knew how much that goal meant, not just for us, but for every Argentine watching back home. I'm so proud of him because these are the moments that define great players. Extra time, the pressure at its highest, millions of people holding their breath. And he stayed calm. That's the mentality of a champion. People will remember who scored the goal, but they won't always remember the sacrifices behind it. I see Julian every day. I see how hard he trains, how humble he is, and how much he gives for this team. Nights like this are the reward for all that hard work. When the ball hit the back of the net, I looked around and saw my teammates celebrating with tears in their eyes. That's what the World Cup does to you. It creates moments you'll carry for the rest of your life. Julian deserves every bit of the applause tonight. He carried the hopes of an entire nation on his shoulders in that moment and delivered when Argentina needed him most. That's courage. That's personality. That's what wearing this shirt is all about. I hugged him after the goal and told him, "You'll never forget this night. Neither will Argentina." Goals like that don't just win matches, they become part of a country's football history. Julián Álvarez was officially named the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the match. After Argentina's dramatic victory over Switzerland, the celebrations exploded inside the dressing room. What a battle! England are through to the FIFA World Cup semi-finals after defeating Norway 2-1 after extra time in a dramatic quarterfinal clash. For those who missed the match, here's a quick recap. Norway struck first in the 36th minute through Andreas Schjelderup, putting England under real pressure. But just before halftime, Jude Bellingham came to England's rescue, scoring deep into first-half stoppage time to level the match at 1-1. With neither side able to find a winner in normal time, the game went to extra time. Once again, Bellingham delivered, scoring in the 93rd minute to complete the comeback and send England into the FIFA World Cup semi-finals. Erling Haaland praised Jude Bellingham for another match-winning performance.
It's just praise for Jude. I think he's unbelievable. Jude is a good friend. We had 2 good years together in Dortmund, so we keep in touch and everything. And he's such a good guy. I've said it so many times. We had so much fun together. So and I'm not surprised that he scores 2 goals today and performs the way he does. The only thing is that he gets sometimes I think he gets a bit too much of critic because he don't score enough goals or whatever it is, and I think he don't really deserve it because I think he's one of the best in the world, and he's a midfielder. He still scores goals. He still managed to dribble every single player on the field. So it's just praise for Jude. I think he's unbelievable, and England is lucky, Madrid is lucky because everybody would want a Jude in the team.
Jude Bellingham responded to criticism of England's performance from manager Thomas Tuchel.
No, definitely. I think it's the game split into loads of different kind of facets. You know, some of it's technical, tactical, and for me the biggest one is psychological and how you can manage setbacks, how you can manage adversity, and this team showed yet again that they can do it, and that's a really valuable skill and trait to have going into this stage of the tournament.
Thomas has just been quite critical of the performance after the game. Does that show the standards that he expects, the standards you guys expect of each other, and maybe that there's more to come from the team?
Maybe, but maybe he doesn't know what it's like to play in those kind of conditions against Erling Haaland, Odegaard, Nusa, Sorloth. You know, that's not an easy team to play against. So, you know, I think we've tried to create a positive environment. We should continue that going into the Final Four. I can't speak highly enough for the lads. You're not going to win every game popping the ball and making 1,000 passes. Sometimes you have to win dirty, and we've done that again tonight.
Zlatan Ibrahimović reacted on Jude Bellingham's match-winning display. He said, "Everybody is talking about England reaching the semi-finals. No. The story is Jude Bellingham dragging England into the semi-finals. England looked tired. England looked confused. Norway looked fearless. Then one player decided he would not lose. The equalizer arrived with controversy. The winner arrived with instinct. That's what separates stars from ordinary players. And Norway? They should leave with pride. They did not play like underdogs. They played like a team that believed they could eliminate England. But football is cruel. Sometimes you do everything right and one superstar still destroys your dream. Tonight, that superstar wore England's shirt and his name was Jude Bellingham." After Norway's heartbreaking defeat to England, head coach Ståle Solbakken was asked about the unusual moment when the ball struck the Spidercam during the match.
Did you actually see the ball touch the wire by your own eyes?
Many on the bench reacted immediately. They saw it. I was not one of them, but many of them saw it.
What do you make of FIFA's communique saying that the chip that was able to detect touched by a hair is not able to detect the...
No, but I can't say anything about that because FIFA, if there's been no sound or there has been no in the chip, what can I say against that? But the ball drops down straight from heaven. It says everyone, including Julian, who is the goalie, including the guy who's gonna receive the ball, including I saw another way just then, so I wonder also what happened. So I think it's pretty clear that it did, and it was a strange thing.
Now let's take a look at some reactions. Neil Gardner wrote, "Also preventable for Norway. Can't help but think they've sabotaged themselves. So many missed opportunities, then a goalkeeper error to hand England the lead. Rightly made to pay." Zealand wrote, "It's always cruel, but eventually, if goalkeeper is your weakness at the World Cup, it will show up in the worst way possible." Mark Goldbridge wrote, "World class by Bellingham." And lastly, after delivering another unforgettable performance, Jude Bellingham was officially named the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the Nutmeg Zone, and turn on notifications so you never miss any FIFA World Cup highlights, reactions, and breaking football news.